never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me go.
Good evening, Facebook. It's Chris Cole here from BroadcastGeeks.com, and it's Tuesday evening. It's 8 p.m. It's time to go live. It's time I forced myself to go live. As much as I get nervous, I get anxious about it, and also I still not very comfortable in doing what I'm doing on a Tuesday evening. However, it's a goal of mine to get better at this. It's a goal of mine to overcome my fears. It's a goal of mine to eventually teach, transform, help, inspire others in their efforts online and increasing, their marketing reach, increasing their voice online, just generally getting better themselves or getting themselves in front of other people online. And the title for this evening's show is How to Get Good at Anything. Now, obviously, I am looking to get better myself in regards of video and also in regards of Facebook live streaming, being comfortable in front of the camera, presenting good content that's well structured, and obviously bringing that out to an audience online that obviously, you yourself, the viewers, get value out of it first and foremost, and also want to follow my content and ultimately end up follow me online, because one, you found that I help when I bring out content, two, I help inspire, and I hopefully end up teaching you something as well. Now, I've got a few points that I want to discuss this evening, and it's literally about getting better at anything. Obviously, some people, they're going to say that they're naturals, or some people say, well, he's a natural in front of the camera, or in regards to sports, he's just an absolute natural. And whilst I agree that in maybe the rare 1% you might actually find that somebody is a genuine natural, the other 99% though, on the other hand, they are like myself, and they have to practice just to get good. They have to get good at something. So it takes a lot of practice. It takes actually a lot of mistakes and a lot of repeated mistakes to improve your skills. So what I'm saying here in this regards, if you're looking to do anything at all, including if you take the example of me and me talking to myself as the viewer, looking at what I'm currently doing, I have to be willing to, one, fail a lot. I have to be willing to do it. Last week's live stream, for example, was a perfect example of that. I had been practicing in private. I will have you know, I've been practicing all week. I have a private Facebook group, and I mean really private. It's just myself and my wife that are in that group. And basically, I can go live in there. My wife can see it. She can view it. She can comment. I can go back in and review it when I go live. And everything seemed to be going good for me. Everything seemed to be getting better. Then what happened was it came to the point of going live. Everything looked good. I hit publish to go live streaming, and it just within minutes it turned into an absolute catastrophe as far as I'm concerned. It didn't go the way I planned, but it's one of those things. I've learned from that mistake. I've had to look at where things went wrong. Basically what happened was my main camera, this camera that I'm currently talking to at the moment, is my DSLR. It's my Canon DSLR, which I have hooked up and I'm using as my main videos feed. It switched off. It dropped out. It just went blank, or it froze when I was live on air. What compounded that and made that worse was the fact that my secondary camera, which is my webcam, which is a C920, it's a trusty, fantastic webcam. It had crapped itself too, and it was showing that it was active. The blue LED lights were active, which means it should have been shown as a source, but yet when I tried to select that as a source, it wasn't available either. And then I had to power my main camera down, and you can see where it's starting to go here. It got really, really bad, and I started to make a lot of mistakes. That said, I did learn a lesson. I learned a lot of lessons, but I also made a very, very, very public mistake, which is one of those things that it happens. It happens. However, my reason for doing this on a Tuesday night is because it's part of a passion of mine, it's part of a drive of mine as to what I want to do. And obviously, let me just check this. I need to take that public as well. It's a drive of mine to, you know, get this content out there for me to get my wheels in motion. I've actually been offline, or I've been in the fringes of the online world for probably the last 3+ years. I was very, very active. I had my own business. I had products I was selling. I was doing a lot of affiliate marketing. I was making really, really good money. Life then gets in the way, and ultimately, knock after knock, I ended up basically receding, and actually, to tell you the truth, withdrawing more and more and more into myself. And as I did that, the confidence that I had also withdrew and receded with it. And I basically took my time. I've been in the fringes. I've been, I guess, been kind of scared to get on. However, one of the big things that I have is I've set myself a goal. I want by this time next year, so I've got 12 months to do this, 52 weekly episodes plus a lot of other content that I can actually start to release. I can start to put into all the various channels that I have, and to start to see a bit of growth, obviously in myself and also in the audience that I have of people that are going to follow me, going to follow my content, going to learn from my content. And even if it takes that I only transform 2 to 3 people over that period of time, I'm more than happy to do so. My reason being is because every single person matters. That's the goal that I have, is to reach out to you as a viewer, to try and help you and progress you along the way. I was thinking about it today. I have a lot of knowledge going on up in there. I have invested a lot of time since 2009 purely in the online world, the digital product creation world, the marketing side of things, and it's still all in my head. But trying to get it to relate, to come out of me, and for me to do that, what I need to do is I need to get the flow going, and once I get the flow going, then obviously the goals that I have is to build that community with good, solid, actionable content, good, solid, helpful content that people can look in on and say, yeah, Chris actually knows what he's talking about. Chris is actually somebody that I can relate to. Chris from Broadcast Geeks is somebody that if you ask him a question, if he doesn't know it, or if he's not ready to answer it on, say, that particular live stream, then you will find content, or you will find helpful articles, tips, tricks coming from Chris that can help progress you with your online business. So as a goal for me, some of the things that I want to do is obviously build that community. Another thing that I want to do is build my YouTube channel by putting out solid content like these weekly live streams, but also specific for YouTube videos, video tutorials, training tutorials, just to start to get that content going, get that awareness out there, and obviously get that training going in regards of other people. The other thing too, and the reason why I'm doing these on a Tuesday night, I've actually said this publicly, that I'm going to go live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. I will miss the odd week. I know that life gets in the way at times, but at the same time, I have forced myself into taking action. I have to take action. I have to get out there and make the mistakes, and it's actually one of the points that I wanted to bring up. If you're not willing, or if you're not getting out there and actually making those mistakes, well, how are you going to learn anything? if you don't take action, well then how are you going to learn or know how to do something? You're not. Take the analogy of a child learning to walk. Initially, obviously, it starts to crawl. Eventually, it comes to furniture, parents, whatever, and it'll climb and get to a standing position, unsteady, of course. And then what it's going to do is it'll take its first few tentative steps, and then it's going to fall again. That doesn't put it off. It may cry, it may get shocked, it may get annoyed, but eventually the child will get back onto his feet and it will try again. And eventually over time then the child will be able to walk, but again they're still clumsy. They still have to learn about steady, about balance, controlling their speed, and it's no different with any other skill that you have. You need to take those baby steps. You need to crawl before you can walk. You need to walk slowly, and then before you can run as well. Also, by me doing this, and it's something that you need to do as well, by me doing these on a Tuesday evening, I've had to get out of my comfort zone. I've had to get myself and put myself out there on Facebook. I'm also going live streaming at the moment as I speak to my YouTube channel, and also Twitter and Periscope are the destinations that I'm simulcasting into every one of them at the moment. So I'm putting myself out there, and for me to do that, honestly, I have had to put myself completely out of my comfort zone. It's okay sitting at home practicing. It's okay having the private group with my wife, and then obviously her seeing it and thinking that it's good or decent content, or just because she loves me. Hopefully, yes, Elaine, if you're watching, hopefully if she sees it, then it's only her and I was seeing it, whereas I want to get myself out there in front of other people. I want to be able to help people, and for me to do that, I've had to get out of my comfort zone, and also for me to grow, for me to get better with my live streaming, I have to do the live streaming. I have to make the mistakes. I have to get into the trenches. I have to be willing to, learn. I'm learning how to tweak and adjust. I'm learning how to basically get better. And hopefully as well, what I am going to do later on here, because I have it lined up, is I have an older video of mine from one of my YouTube channels, which is quite surprising when I even review and look back on that. So if you want to learn and apply a new skill, don't always feel that you're going to be the expert out of the box. You're going to have to learn over time. And one of the things that I recommend that you do is seek to identify first and foremost, and then follow role models online. Look at who inspires you. Look at who's doing what you want to do, and then look at what they're doing and how they're doing it. What you could do then is you can learn from them. You can learn what and you could take from it what you like, as well as look at things and think, well, that's not me. The only thing I would say here, if you go down the route of this and you're looking at your role models, just be careful that you don't paralyze yourself in regards of looking at them and thinking, oh, they're too good, they're doing fantastic things, or they're so good, and then you start the negative self-talk with yourself, because we all do that. So just get the balance right. Learn what you can from the role models. Take the inspiration from them, but also learn that you need to be taking the action to go along with the inspiration that your role models are taking as well. Another great thing is ask for feedback. And I'm doing this right now as I look at you in my live stream. I can see a friend of mine, Mark Gardner, you're currently watching, and a few others are watching as well. Basically, I'm asking for your feedback in regards of, one, the audio quality, two, obviously the volume, even my background, my nice new picture that's going on, just the difference in quality of this live stream, what your thoughts are on it. Obviously, be constructive if you have criticism. I know that I'm making mistakes. I'll be open and honest, but I'm also asking for constructive feedback. And also, if you have any positives that you've taken from it, well then by all means drop them in the comments below, because I would truly love to hear. And I'm urging you to do the same. Ask your peers, ask your friends, ask your your people around you to give you feedback, let you know how you're progressing, and don't take it as a bad thing if you do get maybe the feedback that you're not expecting. What you can do is learn from it and obviously apply that as you move forward. But the big key here is to be continually taking action. Now, I'd already alluded to it earlier, and that is to review your progress. What I want you to do is kind of try and take snapshots in time. Look at where you've been or where you've started. Look maybe back at a month, 2 month, 3 month time, whatever it is. Look backwards. You know, with me, with these videos, what I can do, and I'm going to show you it next. Trust me, it's head and hands time, to be honest. But what I could do is I can review my progress in regards of my videos, my audio quality, hopefully the output that I'm able to create, and hopefully you will see an improvement. Me personally, I feel I can get better. Me personally, I feel that there's much more that I can start to create and bring into my live shows, bring into my videos that I put onto YouTube, and, you know, basically start to stand out or start to distinguish myself as somebody that, one, knows what they're talking about, two, can create and structure good content online, three, is relatively comfortable in front of the camera, and obviously can bring and put together a decent show as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you just a little snippet of it here, because trust me, this is hard to watch, but it's an older video of mine that I have, and it's still live in one of my YouTube channels. So I'm going to play it and I'll try and talk over it. I may mute the audio, and then that way I can talk over the video about, basically, you'll hopefully see what I'm talking about when I talk about reviewing my progress.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Chris Cole here, and welcome to this, which is going to be the first video for my new blog website.
So in regards of this particular video, everything's wrong there. My positioning, the actual image quality, the fact that I have a window directly behind me, and you can see that the sunlight is blurring and blowing me out. Just everything in regards of that video is awful. Even the audio quality, if I bring it back in again.
Skills, my screen presence, of course.
So it is tough, and as I said, in regards of reviewing your progress, I can look back at that and I can honestly, hand on heart, say I feel that I have got better. My videos are improving from that video, which I'm not sure when that went online. Let me see if I can see this as I speak. 2013 is when I published that video online. So in that time I have created a few other videos. I've uploaded a few other videos into my channel, and also in training tutorial videos and all other things that I've done. So I'm willing to review my progress, look at what I've done wrong, analyze it, and try and take what I can learn from it, move forward, and try and implement that in my business. Also, a big plus that I can give you here, especially with social media nowadays, and even with what I'm doing here in these videos, find a community or find friends, and it's easier to do so, especially with Facebook groups and various social media groups that you can get into. Some of them are very related to a given subject that, one, you're interested in, and two, that you might be following along with. Generally, if you get into a good community, you will find that they're, one, sharing great tips, which is hopefully going to inspire you. Two, you're going to be able to ask questions. You're going to be able to go into the community and ask questions in regards to things that you have problems with, things that you're struggling with, things that you maybe need help with, and also maybe go in and ask for feedback. The community also, if you get the right community, are going to be the one where the tone of the community is also going to be positive, but also they're going to be direct and frank with you. So if they feel that you can't get better, then hopefully they'll say, look, Chris, you can get better if you do X, Y, and Z. try this, try the other. So it's constructive feedback. So it's one of those communities where it's there for everybody's mutual benefit. And trust me, they are out there. They are online. So it's a matter of you going to find the communities, and don't be afraid to go in, ask questions. Don't be afraid to go into your community and, be willing to sort of read, to learn, to apply, and to take this moving forward in your business. Final point that I want to talk about before I go into kind of the free end of the show, or would you say the shooting free from hips. Be willing to make mistakes. They're going to happen. It doesn't matter if it's a sport, if it's riding a bike, if it's learning to walk, or learning to live stream and improve the quality of your live stream. You're going to make mistakes. People are going to see you making mistakes. It's a natural part of the process, and it's something that you've got to be willing to do, even if that's over a period of time. Like, I'm under no illusions that it's going to take me time to build, one, a community, and two, for people to, come and be drawn into my content. You may be watching this video several months or several years down the line and be looking and thinking, Chris, you're actually... yeah, you've got better since then, or I enjoyed that content. I don't know when you're going to watch this video, because it's going live into all of my channels, and it will be searchable online. So I'm willing to make those mistakes. I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to improve. I'm willing to get better, and you should be able and willing to do the exact same. So if you've got a fear, a bit like I have, you're holding back, then take some of the points that I've been talking about, try and employ them into whatever you're learning to, or trying to learn to do, because otherwise, if you don't take the action, how are you ever going to learn? How are you ever going to apply what you've learned, and how do you ever get good? You get good by taking action. You get good by applying what you've learned. You get good by feeling forward and being willing to feel a lot. So that's the core content. One of the things that I want to talk about this evening, let me just go back, is also I am come back to the main screen with the lower third. My name, of course, is Chris Cole from BroadcastGeeks.com. I want to tell you a little bit about Broadcast Geeks. If you go to it today, you will find that it's quite a new website, I will put, or new content. There are elements around the site which are still under construction. Reason being is because I am literally, and I'm being open and honest, rebuilding from the ground up. I have owned this domain, I have had various content out there, but I'm now condensing it into the Broadcast Geeks domain. I'm also tweaking and adjusting in my office. I also, in my last live stream, was talking about the lighting, having good visuals. One of the things, if you've watched some of my previous live streams and you're watching this evening's live stream, hopefully you'll notice that, and I've already mentioned it, my new visual. I spotted this online, and I thought it was quite apt in regards of the earphones, and obviously it's the monkeys, and it's quite a unique and stunning picture. I quite liked it, and I thought it was very, very good for having it as a good visual in the background of my studio office. And that's the whole reason why I'm doing that. It's just to get the good visual. It's just to make myself stand out. It's to get people to know, like, trust, and also recognize me, and maybe also get a sense of my personality, what I stand for, what I bring to the table in that regard. And I understand as well that not everybody is going to understand my accent, which of course is from Northern Ireland, for those of you that may not know. And also, you may not even like the content that I deliver, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. So, as I said, my name is Chris Cole. I'm going to transition to my outro template. I'm going to give you all of the social media channels where you can come and find me. They should also be in the links below this video, clickable links, but I'm going to bring them onto the screen. Why not come across, learn to make your mistakes with me? Why not come across and ask your questions? Why not come across and drop into my Facebook group or into my YouTube comments, ask me questions, because you never know. those connections, those questions, I may create a tutorial video, or I may create an updated video to try and answer that question for you and help you along the way in your journey as well. So as I said, I'm going to transition to the outro. Once that finishes, then I'm going to end the show for this evening. Again, to find me, it's Tuesday evenings, 8 p.m. I'm live streaming on all of the following channels: Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and also my Twitter feed. You'll find me at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday evening. So my name's Chris Cole from BroadcastGeeks.com. Thanks a lot for watching tonight's live stream. Again, I know it's maybe not perfect, but hopefully it's a lot better than it was last week. I feel it's went a wee bit better myself, and that's just me giving sort of open feedback. Again, I'll have to review it, and then I'll probably be a wee bit more critical on myself in regards of I should have said this, I could have done that. But that's for me to learn, apply, and take moving forward into my videos. So thanks a lot for watching, folks. My name is Chris Cole, and I'll speak to you all next week.
Never talk about it until I start something to save us, close but we're strangers, feel